This is an annual performance appraisal time in most of the organization, and every employee, whether it is you or me, want the highest rating. And why not? Because our increment, our bonus, our promotions and future career progression depends on this rating. So in this video, I am going to share with you some useful practical insight which might help you in scoring and getting better performance rating this year. The whole video I have divided in 3 parts. First, what you should do before the performance appraisal discussions. The second part is what you should do during the discussions with your manager and reviewer. And the third part is what you should do after the discussions are over. So let's start with what you should do before the meeting. The first important tip before you go for any performance appraisal discussion with your manager is to create a success file. Don't just talk, because all the team members will be talking about good things they have done. Nobody speaks bad about their performance. You would see that even the worst performer of any company in that discussion will mention that he's the best performer. So instead of talking, create a success file. It's like a portfolio. In that success file, you should have all the achievements which you have done, which are a little unique in nature, which you can project as your achievement. Second thing you must do before the appraisal system is focus on your KRA and make a list of all the achievements which you have done beyond your KRA or exceeded your KRA. Because see, if you meet the KRA, if you have achieved 100% of the KRA which has been given to you, then you meet the expectation, which means you get the middle rating. You don't get the top rating. You always get the top rating for something which you have done beyond your KRA. Either you have achieved, say, around 130%, 140% of your KRA, or you have done something which other team member has not done. Please remember, your manager also need to make a balance, and he has to give justification to all the team members that why he has rated somebody higher and somebody lower. Third thing which you should do before annual performance appraisal is that you must understand what is important for your manager, your reviewer, and for your company. This is something which is very, very critical. Every organization and every manager, every function has certain priorities, has certain challenges. Similarly, you need to understand what is the priority of your manager, what is the priority of your reviewer and the organization. And throughout the year, you must work on 2-3 areas which is very, very important. And I'm sure most of you have worked on those areas. What you need to do is capture those things before the meeting, keep it in your success file so that you don't forget to tell during the discussion. Fourth tip before the annual performance appraisal is that you must send a quarterly update to your manager, your reviewer, your functional head and some key stakeholders in the organization. Not from the perspective of showing off or not from the perspective of any negative sense. It has to be in a positive sense, but your objective is that you must share an update that you are doing this and to seek certain guidance. If you want to do more and if you are feeling comfortable and if you have an open culture in your organization, then apart from sending quarterly update, it may be a good practice to go and meet those people. So before the meeting, you need to do 2 things. One, you need to create a success file. The second is you must go and meet different people, keep them sharing update on a quarterly basis, go and meet them and try to get certain insight. And also that you have to note down, you have to make a list of all the work which you have done which is over and above your KRA. What we discussed till now that you need to do before annual appraisal discussion. Now that sets the foundation because you have done all the preparation, you have all the documents, to get into the meeting with your manager. So during the discussions, some things which are very important, which you need to take care if you are looking to score the highest performance rating in your company. The first thing is that make yourself comfortable and your manager comfortable. Don't be in hurry. Manager is not your enemy, he is your friend. He also wants to give better rating to you. So don't take him as an opponent party, or don't see him as your enemy. He is your friend, he is your well-wisher, because he has to take work from you throughout the year. The second thing is that don't talk, show. So any question comes, obviously you will be talking and you will be saying that you have done this, you have done that, you have done that. But in addition to your discussions or your communication, your articulation of your achievements, you must also have your show file ready to show it to him, what additional work which you have done. The third is establish certain common ground. There would be some interest area, there would be some priority area for your manager, and there would be some area in which you have worked. Try to create a common ground, try to strike a balance, try to strike a chord with your manager and your reviewer in the discussion. It helps. The next is have a common goal but be flexible. For example, if your last year rating was not good because of whatever reasons in the organization, your rating was not good. So you need to communicate very clearly that last year your rating was not good. This year you have done this many achievements, and this year you expect that you will be getting a better rating. At the same time, if for example, if this year's rating is very crucial for you or becomes prerequisite for you for promotion, you articulate that to your manager that, sir, if this year I don't get top rating or the second top rating, then I will not qualify to be considered for promotion, and hence getting higher rating or getting better rating this year is very, very important for me. So you need to communicate in addition to your success, in addition to your achievements, why and what you are looking for. Next is make your career aspirations very clear. Now, performance management is not all about your this year's rating only. It's also about the career aspiration which you have. What are you looking to? What role you are looking to? What kind of experiences which you want to gather? What kind of training you want to go through? So you need to be very clear on your career aspiration, at least for the next 2 years' time, so that you are able to very clearly articulate to your manager that this is the role which you are looking for, this is the competency you want to build, this is the leadership skill you are looking for, and communicate everything during the discussion so that he captures and you also capture. So this is very, very important which needs to be done. Once the performance discussion has got over, the third section is what you should do after the meeting. And this is very important because performance appraisal discussions, the rating does not get finalized that day. It takes at least 2-3 weeks from your discussion for the final rating to get finalized. So at that point of time, there would be discussion at the functional level, maybe another level, and then at the leadership level. So it is very important, which is called normalization in performance management system terms, which means that if there is a team of 20 people, so generally managers rates very high. He gives everybody say 90 to 95 out of 100 to all the team members. But since there will be a bell curve, because people need to be put in grades, for example, A plus could be 5%, A could be 15%. So then the normalization will happen at the next level. So your rating also depends on what the next level of people in the organization think about you. So after the meeting, you must go to the manager and the reviewer and some people in the organization to whom you think you have been interacting earlier, or you have been sending quarterly update to them, or you have been sending update and seeking their input also. After the meeting, go and thank them, go and update them about the performance appraisal discussion which you had, what went well and what are the area which your manager told you to improve on. Just update them. This may be one reason for you. The objective is to update them. The second objective is also to be in their top of the mind. because at the next level, when the normalization is happening, they should remember you and they should take care of your rating. So meeting a manager, reviewer and some key stakeholders in the organization after your performance rating is very, very important. Trust me, these insights will definitely help. Also remember that every organization wants to retain their employee. Every organization wants to give their employee the best of the rating, the best of the increment and best of the bonus. It is just that the system is as such that somebody needs to be bracketed in the top, somebody needs to be bracketed in the middle and somebody needs to be bracketed in the bottom. So it is very important that you understand the performance appraisal system in your organization, and with the tips which I have shared with you, you try to navigate that. Just performance is not enough. I often share with my friends that performance management system is also about your perception. And to get best of the performance rating, you also need to create positive perception about your performance. I am sure these tips which I have shared with you will help you in some way to get better rating than last year and your flourishing career ahead. I wish you all the best and may you get the best rating.